I'm sure you have a lot of feelings about beginning your experience here at BGSU. I know I did. I'm a sophomore this semester, and I can't believe the time has gone so quickly. I want to share with you some things that I love about BGSU, and hopefully give you some more things to think about as you begin to prepare for your own college experience.
Now I know what you're thinking. Just what I need. More to think about, right? Well, maybe hearing what some current students have to say about campus life will help. Some will be able to give you some great advice. Some will point you in the direction of some useful resources on campus, while others will talk about the lighter side of college life.
It's not our goal to answer all of your questions or to give you some magic key to success as a BGSU student, but we do hope that some of what you hear will help you to begin to think about opportunities and decisions that lie ahead.
Bowling Green is a small, but it's still big enough so you don't feel too cramped.
BG is the place to be.
It's a place where I've learned to grow, mature. I've got real-world experience.
It really is the people that brings out Bowling Green.
You can talk to anybody, you can go up to anybody, create a conversation, and it's just easy.
If you get involved at BG, like there's plenty of opportunities to get involved at Bowling Green, then you'll understand what fun is.
And there's so many activities that you can be a part of. There's intramurals, there's organizations, there's meetings.
Whether it's football games or watching TV or games at the house or playing video games.
There's always something new going on and there's always something to do.
In general, there's just a high spirit.
It's everything. It's exciting. I just love it. It's wonderful. It's just the place to be.
I know when I came to BGSU, I wondered, what's college going to be like? Obviously classes, but what else? When I was in high school, I was really involved, but I wondered if I could do the same things at BGSU. Were the classes going to be so hard that I wouldn't be able to participate in other activities? What were my new friends going to be like? When I started thinking back on my first year, I had a ton of questions. Just what will all this be like?
I agree with Mike. I had a lot of the same questions, but I also wondered, how was I going to pay for all of this? I had always had a job back home, and my parents were willing to help out some, but I really had to consider if having a job was an option for me, especially with my studies and all the other transitions. I would also be responsible for managing my own money and making all of my own decisions. In a place where everything seems new, it can be helpful to listen to what some BGSU students have to say about these common first-year questions and concerns.
College life at BGSU is all about getting a well-rounded perspective of the real world.
You just really grow as a person, as a college student. I think that's like the whole experience is about, not just learning classes, but learning from a wider perspective.
I would say campus life is really about all the things that BGSU has to offer, both from academics, extracurricular activities, to the different resources, to the people that you get to know inside of class, outside of class.
I think that diversity here on our campus comes in all shapes and forms. And when you look at who's coming onto our campus as far as the student body, people may look one way, and as soon as you get to talking to them, it's just, they'll blow your mind with what they think or where they're from, what their background.
What I try to say to every student is just to be open, to be honest, and to be respectful.
This world is so different that if you don't have respect for others, no one's going to take you seriously in life. And I think that's a big thing that I've learned coming to BG.
Student life seems pretty good, huh? But what about the questions we all really have? The party scene. I know what you're thinking. This is an orientation video. The message will be, what partying? We are an institution of higher education. We focus on learning.
Let's hear from some BGSU students to get some real information about life outside of the classroom.
I think the party scene in BG is probably just like the party scene at any other college campus. There definitely are parties and you can go to them if you want, but it's also not something that has to be a part of your college career and life.
Any school can be a party school if you make it a party school. So my biggest advice to freshmen is that I'm not going to say that there aren't those kind of opportunities out there. I'm not going to lie. They're available at any college. But just to kind of step back and remember why you're here. It's for academics, it's for a degree, it's for your future. So just kind of keeping that on the back burner in your mind so that you don't come up with consequences that you're not ready to deal with or willing to deal with while you're here.
I'd say there's numerous different types of events on campus that offer other means of instead of going out and partying.
There are over 325 student organizations and over 400 events every month here on campus.
I think one of Bowling Green's best qualities is the fact that it has such a strong social network and social life.
In my opinion, going to classes and what you do outside the classroom is kind of 50-50. It's important to succeed in the classroom, but if you can succeed in the classroom and succeed outside of the classroom, that's going to get you a leg up in the real world.
I definitely feel safe here on campus, but I think that unfortunate circumstances or situations occur here at BG, just like anywhere. So I just think that it's important for students to take those necessary precautions, like walking in groups, just paying attention to your surroundings, making sure that you're aware of where you are, and then also just being familiar with those safety methods that we have here on campus so that if a situation does occur, you know how to handle it and the resources that can be there to assist you.
We have the 2-ride system, 3722 ride, whereas the shuttle system that will take you around campus and off campus as well.
The blue lights are emergency lights that are located around the campus, and if you ever feel endangered, you can just press the button and someone comes to help you.
I think one of the best safety resources we have is the BG Police Department, because they're right on campus. You don't have to call the city police that have to come from even further distance.
Bowling Green provides every opportunity for you to make sure that you have somebody with you, or you need to get somebody really quick to come to you. Every avenue is covered.
Okay, so there are a lot of decisions to make if you strive to be a responsible student. If you're moving away from home or commuting to BGSU, it's inevitable that relationships will change. The new ones will be fun and exciting, and sometimes challenging.
Good communication is really important in making college work. Actually, in making most things in life a little easier.
Being an RA in the past, I've seen that when there are some of the conflicts that roommates deal with, it's usually because they haven't talked about it.
It's good to have communication early on, because if you don't, then conflict's going to happen later. And I think a lot of students, they hold it in on that first couple of weeks of school, and when they get towards the end of the semester, they're like, oh, I want to switch roommates right now. I can't stand it anymore.
If you have a problem with your roommate, to communicate with them, tell them, yes, something's wrong, yes, we need to fix this, because if you hold it all in, especially being a freshman, you're so stressed about moving away from your parents, paying for your own stuff, and just it all builds up and you end up fighting about it.
Everyone's going to get a little homesick, whether you're the person who couldn't wait to get away from home, or if you're the person who would rather stay at home while going through school.
I didn't think I'd miss home, but I did. I still do. But it's good to miss home, I think. It's good to miss, good to miss your family, good to miss your friends. But it makes seeing them that much better, I guess.
I think living in the residence halls made it a lot easier to transition from high school to college, because you're with a bunch of other people that are in the same position as you. They're incoming students, they're new, they're eager to meet new people, they're eager to find out what they could do at Bowling Green.
After becoming involved in keeping yourself busy with classes, it's a lot easier not to worry about home, and you don't have to stress and say, oh, I want to go home. And it's more of something you can look forward to, but if you don't want to go home, you still have a bunch of stuff to do here.
Of course, call your family, call your friends back home, just to tell them you're okay, if you really feel that longing to talk to your family, but, find a community here on campus or find some friends.
I never really talked to my teachers in high school. I just did the work, which wasn't that hard, and I got good grades. Talking to faculty wasn't at the top of my list when I got here, but I soon found out that building relationships with them and better understanding their expectations is pretty important.
Here are some students who have some insights into how they achieve success in the classroom.
The academics are different in college than in high school, mainly because of the workload. It's not that the material is just more challenging or that it's more complicated. It's more of mass and the accumulation of, you do a lot more reading, a lot more writing, a lot more research, a lot more just outside of the classroom.
Academics are different because it's a lot more time consuming. At the same time, I think that it's a lot more fun too, because you get to focus on your major. So yes, I'm reading maybe 150 to 200 pages a night, but it's my major. I want to be a teacher, so that's what I'm reading about. But it's definitely more time consuming. You definitely have to put forth more effort. But at the same time, I think that BG helps you with that transition, because they have all the different resources on campus to help you with that transition when times get difficult.
Many of my classes were a lot smaller than I thought they were going to be. I sat in several classes where there were maybe 30 students in the room, and I was like, wow, this is more like high school than I ever imagined. And I also realized the professors were not near as intimidating as I thought they were going to be.
When you hear about college, it's always, oh, it's so hard, it's a lot of work, and you have to do it all on your own. And in all actuality, that's not completely true. There's a lot of resources that can help you through tough times with academics. There's a lot of different tutoring centers and writing centers, math centers on campus that are more than willing to, you come in, they help you out, they'll proofread a paper for you, they'll help you through a math problem, they'll help you with academic help. The professors' doors are always wide open, where you can come in, talk to them about a problem you're having, and they're very understanding about your schedule and if you're having trouble, and they'll help you through it. So as far as academics goes, it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
The faculty are the people that are here to teach you. They're the people that are here to help you and to answer any questions that you have. So I know personally I usually go to every single one of my teachers' office hours within the first couple weeks just to kind of introduce myself, kind of ask little questions about the class, how do you prepare your exams, whatever it is, just to kind of get an idea of where they stand on how they grade, what type of exams I like to give, stuff like that.
I suggest everyone, I never really kept a planner in high school, but I use it like a Bible right now. It's just ridiculous how much I use my planner. So if you use your planner, you'll stay on task. If you write your stuff down, you'll stay on task. If you do the readings, you'll do fine. Go to class. God, go to class. Don't skip class.
You have to work hard before you play hard. So I make sure that I have all my stuff done, that I'm solid in all my classes before I can actually go out and enjoy myself. Because I can't enjoy myself if I know that I have an exam and I don't know anything. So you'll feel a lot better if you work hard, then play hard.
I think the biggest way I manage my time the best is just really prioritizing, sitting down every week, making a list of things that I just need to get done, and then the things that I want to do, not necessarily that are the most important, but just really prioritizing what I'm going to do each week and just knowing what I have to get done and just really setting goals for myself.
I think that whether it be your professors, the tutoring centers, or just friends that you meet in the class, there's so many ways that you can get the help that you need to, that there's no reason for people to be not successful.
Obviously, there's a lot of advice out there, but you will have to learn some things on your own, and will inevitably make mistakes along the way. The goal of graduating from BGSU and learning in the process will help set your priorities.
We hope you'll take some time to talk with family and friends about what you've just heard. College is a great part of life. It's challenging and rewarding in so many ways.
Just have fun with it. Bowling Green is a great place. Get to know people. Don't be afraid to just come up, shake someone's hand and get to know them.
Just to take advantage of everything that the university has to offer.
Get involved. A lot of the friends that I have now, they come from me being involved.
I love everything about BGSU. I'm a Falcon for life.
What I love about BGSU is how it made me into the person that I am today.
I really love the amount of pride BG students have. We all bleed orange and brown.
I hope this video has given you a glimpse into what you can expect at BGSU from the perspective of real students.
We look forward to seeing you on campus once classes begin. It's been great sharing our college experience with you. Soon, you'll have great stories of your own.